Jim Militello along with AP golf writer extraordinaire Doug Ferguson at the U.S. Open. 3 straight days now. Tiger Woods continues to dazzle, coming up with a remarkable finish in this final round to force a playoff with Rocco Mediate.
Yeah, right when you thought you'd seen enough. I mean, this whole week has just been filled with one epic moment after another, starting with, the pairing with Phil, the 30 on the back nine on Friday, the 100 feet of eagles and the chip in on Saturday to take the lead. And just when you think he's out, he's in. It's just amazing. But you hear all the time that nothing Tiger ever does surprises me anymore, and yet you still find yourself surprised. But in these moments, he's made more big putts like this. He mentioned Valhalla in 2000 when he made that 6-footer that broke both ways to get into the playoff with Bob May. I still think of the President's Cup in South Africa in 2003 when he made a 20-foot putt in the dark, and if he misses it, it's all over. The guy he never ceases to amaze.
This one was like that, because if he misses this, it's all over. Rocco Mediate's firmly in the clubhouse, looking like he's going to be the oldest U.S. Open champ ever. Tiger basically hacks up 18 until he gets to that putt of about 18 feet that he needs to force the playoff, and he makes it.
Yeah, 2 big misses for Tiger. I mean, the first one wasn't a terrible miss. It was too far left, and it's in the bunker. The lie was so good. Tiger said that he would have gone for it in a practice round. I think he probably would have gone for it if this were the Buick Invitational. But instead he's going to give himself a nice, easy pitching wedge in or a sand wedge in, and he puts it into the rough, which at that point, really, Jim, you have to guess from there. Either a 56 degree, a 60 degree. You don't know how it's going to come out. You don't know if it's going to check, if it's going to roll. It was hit and hope, and he hoped right.
Rocco Mediate has to be somewhat discouraged. He always has that happy face he puts on. He claims he's just happy to be in this playoff, but he stood on the brink of becoming the winner of the 108th U.S. Open. Now he's got to go 18 holes head-to-head with the top player in the game, a daunting task.
I would think he's gutted, but I also think about Jack Fleck every now and then. That was probably the biggest David and Goliath moment in golf in 1955 at the Olympic when Hogan thought he won, and actually it was Fleck who came in with a 69. They get into a playoff. But it's been Hogan, for crying out loud, and who in the world is Jack Fleck, and what's he doing on this golf course? And the next thing you know, Hogan's chopping it around the rough, and Jack Fleck is your U.S. Open champion. Is that going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. That's why we play. But, you can't just assume for the fact that Tiger's going to win, because, I think Rocco's out of gas, and Tiger's got a flat tire, so take your pick.
And if you need any further reference to whether somebody from the outside can win, all you have to do is think back to Big Brown last weekend.
Absolutely. And Big Brown ran out of gas. So let's get away from the cars. This isn't the Buick Invitational. It's the United States Open, for crying out loud, although they do have Lexus as one of their corporate partners. We better stop there.
Absolutely. And we do have 18 more holes coming up, the playoff on Monday. For AP golf writer extraordinaire Doug Ferguson, I'm Jim Militello at the U.S. Open in San Diego.